What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lockdown Career Mode. It's episode number 35, and yes, today we are back with a brand new season where, as you can see, Nottingham Forest will be playing Europa League football. Today we're playing through most of the summer transfer window. We'll get to the first fixture, hopefully be able to play it as well, and as I simulate one day in the calendar, we'll find out our budget, our objectives for the campaign, and see what we're working with for Season 3. Also, don't forget, we've got a couple of players arriving on free transfers. We've got Isaac Hayden and Ed Dzeko coming in as well. But let's now find out together our budget. Oh my, what? 28 million? What's happened to the prize money from last year? Where's the Watkins money gone? I mean, I know we signed Origi and Ferguson, but that wasn't all of the 40 mil we got for Ollie. We left some money in the bank. We got so much prize money. Wow. Well, in that case, we must not have very strong objectives, but actually, we do. Oh my word. Reached the semi-final of the Europa League in our debut year in Europe. Reached the last 16 in the FA Cup. Okay, last year we got to the semi, so that's definitely doable. But also finish in a Europa League spot in the Premier League as well. And we've got to reduce our player wages by 45 grand a week. Well, that's not happening. But, wow, okay. I mean, that Europa League spot, by the way, as well, only is 5th. 6th and 7th, whilst they can give you Europa League, like we saw last season, won't count towards that board objective. They'll only be satisfied with 5th. But the European objective reached a semi in our first ever season. This board have screwed us over, man. Really? You know, this team is very good, don't get me wrong. I like what we'll be working with this year. I'm very excited about Isaac Hayden taking over in the Samba So role. I think he's such a great player. And, you know, we will see some more development of our young stars, such as Watson, Van den Berg, and also Jay as well. But either way, I think the board are being very harsh this season, you know. Just not much money to work with and really strong objectives as well. It's going to be tough to do what they've asked with the budget they've given us. And I actually have no idea what players to target in this summer window. Let's see what players got their deals coming the end of the year. Oh, Samba, Watson, the first two, they're definitely getting new contracts. Don't know much about Lawrence Gabriel. I'm not sure we used him last season, so I might let him go. 22 years old and 63 rated. But Watson and Samba definitely get a new deal straight away. I'm going to give Samba a wage increase. I definitely think he deserves it, considering last year was one of the best goalkeepers in the division. Only missed out on the Golden Glove by a single clean sheet as well. So hopefully he'll accept that 10 grand a week pay increase there, which he does indeed. So Samba's staying. And as for Mason, the Rock, of course, he's going to get a big wage increase from £450 a week. He deserves his first big bumper paycheck. And I think I'll give him, let's go 15 grand a week to begin with for the 18-year-old. That's plenty of money for an 18-year-old. Big pay increase, which he definitely deserves. And Mason is going absolutely nowhere. Future club captain and club legend, I'm almost certain of it. Watson tied down for another 5 years. I really don't know what to do with this team, though. I don't. I mean, you know, last season our problem was goals. We didn't score enough of them, but I thought King and Origi had a decent end to the season as a partnership. Ed Dzeko's now in as well for a different option off the bench at 6'4" with the 5-star weak foot. Tyrese will become 4th choice striker, and I do quite like him as an impact sub. So based on the lack of goals we had last season, you'd think striker is where we should target, but in fact, I know it's kind of ironic, but whilst we defended really well last season, looking at the team here, I would say perhaps CB is an area where we need to bring in like a world-class, well not a world-class, but an amazing first-choice centre-half. Dale Fry and Nathan Collins, our 3rd and 4th choices. Perhaps someone better to come in and partner Mason Watson. Maybe the captain comes off the bench. That's probably where I'm going to look to improve this team. And I've just noticed as well, as I'm going through the squad, Jay Bell, who previously had potential to be special, now only shows great potential? What? EA, you know, like, dynamic potential, I'm glad to see in the game, but it clearly needs some work. Jay last season had an amazing debut year for us, was ever present in our team. Why would he drop from potential to be special to showing great after last year's impressive first pro season? That makes no sense. I mean, Mason's gone up to potential to be special, so that does make sense. Previously it was exciting prospect, now he's gone up. So that makes sense, but why would you downgrade Jay? It's so frustrating as Marco remains as an exciting prospect, but I can't wrap my head around that. Why have they downgraded Jay's potential? To be honest, I've got no idea what I'm going to do in this summer transfer window, so I'm just going to advance through the calendar and wait for some interesting bids, because at the end of the day, with that low budget, I don't know what to do at all. We've got really no major assets that I'm okay parting ways with either. This could be the quickest transfer window ever. I think it's going to be all about just keeping the squad together. For those curious, Edin Dzeko and Samba Sow are both retiring at the end of the season. So sad about Samba, but I knew Edin Dzeko was only going to sign on a one-year deal anyway. But Lawrence Gabriel has gone, that young right back. But I don't know what to do. I literally have no idea what to do. 32 million is all we've got to play with. And I mean, the team is good, but I really don't know what to spend that money on. I feel like saying F the board today. I really do. I'm so frustrated. I wouldn't mind if our objectives were low, but instead they're really high. Oh, wow, that's a big bid. Well, that's one way we could make some money, cashing in on Lewis Travis. But last year he was superb in the Premier League. He's the heartbeat of this team. And that's a decent bid for him. We make a very good profit, but I'm keeping Lewis here. I'm such a huge fan of the box-to-box midfielder. He's staying with me. I've got a bid for Darlow as well. Sassuolo want to take him so they can sing the song in Italian, I think. But no, Darlow, the backup goalkeeper. We've only got two goalkeepers here anyway. He and Samba, so I'm keeping Carl for the bench. Well, we're going to have to sign someone in this summer transfer window. And I've got quite a few names here on the shortlist, including 5 centre-halves that would be really good for this team to come in and take over from Joe Worrell and put the captain on the bench and play alongside Mason. You got Ibrahima Konate playing for Hertha Berlin in the game. Might be slightly out of our price range this season, but could possibly snapping up. Dan Axel Zagadou, the tall French centre-half, now playing for Bayer Leverkusen. Had him before. He's really good from set pieces. Kimpembe's just gone to RB Leipzig, so we can't get him. Upamecano, who looks like he's on the way to Celta Vigo from Roma. I think he's probably out of our price range as well, but Fikayo Tomori, who I'm a massive fan of, playing for Chelsea in real life, has since moved on to Spain and now plays for Villarreal. 80 rated, 23 years old, absolutely rapid with great strength and good defensive stats too. I think he would be a year younger than Joe Worrell, 4 ratings higher, far more potential, and I'd love to bring him back to England, as he's probably feeling a little bit homesick in Spain. I wouldn't be against him at all. He's valued at 16.5 mil, but personally speaking, I think we'll be spending a lot more than that to get him in. I'm saying probably around 25 to 27 mil. We'll start off with 18 million though, and work our way up gradually. Villarreal saying no, 27.8 mil plus a 15% sell-on clause. I'm not really bothered about the sell-on clause because once we've got him, he's going nowhere basically. He'll be a key member of our team for all the years we're here at the City Ground. But okay, we're getting closer. Let's see if we can negotiate a £22.75 million deal. That's still £6.25 million over his market valuation right now, and it will still give us some remaining money to play with as well. But Villarreal saying no. 24 mil. Come on, lads. Trying to get the best deal possible here. 24 mil. That's still really good. That's almost 8 million over the market valuation, plus a big sell-on clause too. Okay. Well, I mean, he's not going to go anywhere, so that sell-on clause is kind of made redundant. But 24 mil, yeah, a bit under what I was expecting to pay. I'll take it. I think he's going to want a wage increase. I'd probably say I want around £40,000 a week, to be fair, considering he's only on 27.5 grand of Villarreal. We'll give him the same as a sign-on bonus as well. I think that's totally fair for Tomori, and let's see if he's going to swap Villarreal for Nottingham, and he's going to do so. Fikayo spent a year out in Spain, but now he's heading back to the Premier League to play alongside Mason. Tomori, welcome. Tomori is the ideal player to come in and partner Mason Watson. He's the perfect modern centre-back. He's 6'1", so he's tall. He's a decent player when playing out from the back. He's got bags of pace, great strength, mentally a real good understanding of the game, and technically very good when passing out from the back as a ball-playing centre-half, and has great defensive stats too. I'm really happy with this signing, man. And again, on 40 grand a week, 5-year deal, totally fine with that too. Question is, though, I'm going to ask you guys today, what number should Tomori wear here at Nottingham Forest? He can either wear number 3, number 5, because I think Dale Fry might be leaving, and I'm fine taking a shirt number off him anyway. So 3, 5, not many available here. 3, 5, 15, or the number he wears at Chelsea. We'll go with 4 today. So 3, 5, 15 or 29 like he wears in real life. Choice is yours. Vote in the top right. What number is our new centre-half going to wear in this Nottingham Forest team? And I also have some sad news as well, guys. YouTube are actually going to be removing cards in about a week's time, I think it is, which means that polls will not be able to be used, which is a real shame because I love getting you guys involved in the save. I don't know why YouTube have done that. It's so frustrating, but not much we can do about it. I'll have to look for alternatives. Anyway, after the signing of Tomori, the budget is now down to around £8 million. So, yeah, I don't think we'll be making many more signings between now and the end of the transfer window. The board have really screwed us over here. Having said that, I kind of like it. I actually quite like the fact that now we've just got to make do with the team we've got in Europe and just keep the band together. And obviously with Joe now going on the bench, who is going to captain this team? It went to Travis automatically, which to be fair I really like. Lewis as the captain with the high work rates. I think Matty would make a good captain as well, wouldn't he? You know, possibly, maybe not Hayden coming in, but Watson could take the armband, Sam. But I tell you what, I'm going to let you guys choose the captain today as well. The captain for the upcoming season. Joe will be club captain, but who's going to wear it on a regular basis here? I'll go with Bryce Samba. Gotta be Mason Watson in the poll as well. So Samba, Watson, Cash, and Travis, yeah. So Samba, Watson, Cash, and Travis. Who should wear the armband when Joe Worrell is not in the starting 11? This won't be for club captain, but it will be for the captain in the games when Joe's not part of the matchday squad. Let me know. And just before the first game of the season, we have an academy update. By the way, for everyone that voted in the poll last year, as to where we send our second scout out, don't worry, I haven't forgotten. We will be sending a scout out. We're going to send them both out together in the first month outside the transfer window this season. But right now, the academy is looking like this. There are some decent young prospects here, but the best one remains as Jay's brother Morgan, the young left back. He'll definitely get a pro deal soon, just not yet. So let's do it then. First game of the season, and it is our Europa League qualifier, with the first leg being away in Ireland as we take on St. Pat's. We are firm favourites to make the group stage, but of course these games can be quite tricky tests. But with Norwich in just a few days' time in the Premier League opener, I will field a much changed side ahead of the trip against the Canaries. So first and only game today, it's the first game of the season, our first European game of the series. Let's get a big first leg result to take back to the City Ground and have 1 foot in the Europa League group stages. Isaac Hayden and Tomori left out of the matchday squad tonight. I don't think we should need them, as Mason tracks back and wins it back, so they can make their debuts against Norwich instead. But Dzeko's going to start. We'll see how the Bosnian gets on in his first game for the club, as I'm looking for Mason for our first chance of the season. Watson up you get, son! Punched away. I love to watch him move forward. I love my youth players that are unique in some way. He reminds me of Cesar Valente, my Brazilian goalkeeper that took free kicks and penalties in my Hamburg career mode a few years ago. His bell shot is blocked and Watson does win it back. Keep the chance alive here. It's Ferguson. Oh, brilliant from Lewis Ferguson. Now can he finish from a tight angle? No, saved and cleared away. Still 0-0, but fast start by Forest. Forest fans there are a bit frustrated at the moment, and I'm not really surprised. 30 minutes in, still 0-0. And, I mean, I picked a weakened lineup for the game. I didn't think I'd need all of my starters, but maybe. Bit of complacency here as Matty's done well. And found Jay, who puts it wide. And it remains goalless. Come on, Bell. To Olaza. And now King. And now Edin. Dzeko on his debut. 1-0. Finally, the deadlock is broken. Edin Dzeko on his debut, the only new signing in the team, has given us the lead. Well, we can all breathe a collective sigh of relief. Lovely little build-up, Josh slides him through, quick little stop and turn, and then whips it in with the weaker left foot, and that's why that 5-star weak foot comes in so handy. The Bosnian off the mark on his debut. Took us long enough, but finally we're in front. Ferguson, Bell. Dzeko, oh lovely, absolutely brilliant, but the shot not the best. It'll drop to Brennan, he's beaten his man, and there's the second. Johnson was onside, it counts, it's 2. This could definitely be our most challenging season of the save, no doubt about it. With the board giving us incredibly strong objectives, very little money to work with, and the team we've got is good, but not amazing. This could be a very, very tough one, as Watson plays a lovely through ball to Nathan Ferguson down the right, who steps in field and beats Clark, rolls it into Ferguson, golden chance for a third, and there it is. Lewis Ferguson smacks it in at the near post. Wonderful little team goal. 3-0, floodgates open. Took us a while to get going in this game, but it often seems to be the case in these sort of matches. The longer it goes on, the more you start to worry, but once you get your first, you can get your second, your third, and possibly your fourth as well. Lewis drills it home, it's free. Bell, a nice little ball through to Olaza. This could be 4, and it is. Dzeko second, 4-0. Don't know what took us so long tonight. We were firm favourites for the game. We felt as though we'd win with ease, and whilst it took us a while to get going, we got what we came for. 4-0 the final score. We're surely heading to the group stages. Only one team in it throughout the entire game, as you'd expect based on the difference in quality between the sides. And no surprise for my man of the match, Edin Dzeko, life in those old bones. Yeah, I'm going to like him as a different option in the striker role. I thought he was really good tonight. And that will end today's episode of the Lockdown Career Mode as well, guys. So a massive thank you for watching the season opener. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. And I'll see you for our first Premier League games of the season and perhaps a new signing as well very soon.